Hello Capricorn, and welcome to my channel. This is going to be general money messages for you for the month of October. Because this is a general reading, everything may not resonate with you. Take what does resonate with you and don't worry about the rest. Also be sure to check your other placements, okay? And also please like, share, and subscribe. Messages for Capricorn, October. Okay, so it looks like for a lot of you, your blessings are coming towards you. They're literally right on the horizon there. I get the sense that some of you all can feel it coming, but you just needed that little bit of confirmation there. I see you guys working really hard, honing your craft, getting better. Some of you may have just started school to learn a new thing, and you're working hard on that. Some of you may have changed professions, and you're practicing working really hard. I'm seeing a lot of consistency here, a lot of movement, and I'm also seeing some new beginnings here. But you know, you've got the devil here. That's you, and you've got your blessings coming in with the Three of Wands. Like I said, working really hard. Eight of Coins and Four of Vessels. You know, your angels and guides coming in to guide you, and you literally becoming, you know, a new person. Like I said, learning a new skill, going to school for something new. And then you've got the King of Cups over the Knight of Coins. So whatever it is you're moving towards is a lot more emotionally fulfilling for you. This education that you're getting, or this job, this profession that you're starting in, is something that makes you a lot happier. And it's certainly a lot more stable. And then you've got the Knight of Coins. So expansion of your money. Now, the Knight of Coins is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but he's more focused on long-term success as opposed to just hustling up a couple of dollars right now, if that makes sense. He's big into investing in himself. He gets all the education that he can. He's essentially planting seeds and waiting for them to grow so that, you know, and he's always planting seeds. He's always making sure that his money continues to make more money for him, right? He makes sure that his money is working for him. So that is good. Okay, some of you all are dealing with some imposter syndrome here, or just having a lot of doubt, a lot of negative thinking. And this could also be what this devil down here was representing, because, you know, in the tarot, the devil represents Capricorn, but also the devil can represent self-doubt and not really being sure of your abilities. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here with this Five of Swords over the Ten of Swords. Not being sure if you can do this, Also, some of you may be getting so good at this new thing that you feel like you kind of have a target on your back. When you get really good at something, there's always going to be someone that's pissed off about it, essentially. They feel like, it took them longer to do as well as you're doing. Some of you may be very naturally gifted with this skill that you're using now, or with this new profession that you're going into. And there's someone here that isn't quite liking it. You could have a bully somewhere, or there could be, like naysayers, telling you, oh, you'll never make money doing that. Go do something else. This is telling you not to pay attention to that kind of negativity here. And most importantly, do not let these people get in your head, because that's essentially what they're trying to do. They're trying to discourage you because they're jealous, essentially. There's some jealousy here, some insecurity here. And like I said, you may have a target on your back just because sometimes people can tell, when you're naturally gifted at something, when you're good at something, when something comes naturally to you, and it's literally what you're meant to do. They see that you're going to prosper, and they don't like this because they themselves could be struggling. They could be in a job that they don't like. They may not necessarily be doing what it is that you're doing, but they don't like to see you being so good at something so quickly. They don't like the idea of you surpassing them in any way. This person could be a so-called friend, because the Ten of Swords also talks about betrayal. The Five of Swords talks about, being reckless with your words here. So if you're feeling some imposter syndrome, if you're feeling a bit insecure, and there's someone in your circle that's kind of playing on that, using that to their advantage, you need to drop them. You need to get rid of them, so that because you don't need that kind of energy in your life. This is a good time for you. Like, this is there's a lot of blessings coming towards you, but with people like this around you, it can actually kind of hinder you. It can hinder your progress, hinder your growth, hinder your blessings to some extent. So if I were you and there's this person in your circle that's just acting really funny with you, time to get rid of them, okay? But also, those of you struggling with imposter syndrome, that sort of thing, there's no need for it. You're good at this. This is what you're meant to do. This is what you're here for. You've got all these positive cards here. Your blessings are coming. Don't let these negative thoughts hinder you. Don't let anyone hinder you, anyone or anything, okay? Don't let other people stand in your way. You don't stand in your way, okay? Because we've got the Chariot and the Misery Collector, and this is this Ten of Swords and the Misery Collector here. This individual who, a lot of you have this individual around you. For whatever reason, they don't have anything good to say about what it is you're trying to do over here. They're doing this on purpose. There's some parasitic energy here. But this also talks about not getting in your own way. But honestly, for the vast majority of you, I feel like essentially there's an asshole here in the mix who doesn't like to see you so happy. They don't like to see you manifesting. They don't like to see you prosper, because for some of you, they want to keep you up under them. They want to be able to feel superior to you. Also, because they're so negative, the things that they're trying to do probably aren't working out, just because they're such an asshole, okay? And so they're essentially trying to drag you down with them. But with the Chariot here, this is telling you to focus on you. You see this person in the Chariot there, they're looking over there towards the Knight of Vessels. They're moving forward here. They're not worried about the Misery Collector down here. They're not worried about this jerk in the Five of Swords, and they're not worried about this bullshit in the Ten of Swords. Okay, so don't worry about this person. Let the negative thoughts go. Let any intrusive thoughts go. Let your self-doubt go, and move forward, okay? Focus on what it is that you're trying to do over here. Move past all of this. Don't worry about this. Let go of this person, whoever they are, okay? Because they're literally sucking the life out of you. And then, like I said, we've got the Knight of Vessels and the Nine of Vessels. This is incredibly good news. This says that you're essentially on the right track. The Knight of Vessels, he brings messages and expansion on spirituality, following your soul path, messages from spirit, and moving forward on your soul path, what it is that you're supposed to do. And the Nine of Vessels talks about self-acceptance, understanding that, this person over here, they don't really matter, and that, other people's paths, that's their business. You're on your own path, you're doing your own thing, and, whatever anybody else has going on, how they've decided to do things, what they've decided to do, really doesn't have shit to do with you. Okay, so essentially just minding the business that pays you, not worrying about anybody else, but also self-acceptance, accepting that you were meant for more, accepting that, everybody can't come with you, especially not this negative individual, whoever they are, but just moving up, moving on, moving towards your destiny here. Some of you are like chosen ones here, and you can't be dealing with this kind of foolishness here. Okay, but this one also talks about integration. So mind, body, and soul, focusing on the self here. Okay, so focus on your path, what it is that you're here, what it is that you're meant to be doing. Don't whatever you do, don't let this asshole talk you out of, doing what you know you're meant to be doing, please. Capricorn. Messages, Capricorn. Very nice. So like I said before, you're on the right track. You're on the right path. Don't let anyone, have you veering off and, distracting you. Because there's also some distractions here. Don't let anyone distract you from your goals. That's what the Chariot teaches us here. Focus, right? Six of Wands, the Two of Vessels, and the Ten of Coins. So there's a lot of you are going on like a spiritual journey, but like I said, a lot of you are kind of finding your soul path, what it is you're meant to do here, getting an alignment essentially. But this is something kind of new for you, and that's kind of why you've been hesitating a little bit, because you're not sure if it'll work out. Yes, you're on the right path here, and then you've got generational wealth here. So going on this journey, I just heard the word exploration. So there's a lot of exploring here, exploring new parts of yourself, understanding that, you're a lot more talented and gifted than you think you are. You're not really understanding how gifted you are. You're not understanding what, all of what the universe has in store for you essentially. But you're going on a journey, you're learning, you're growing, you're trying to find balance here. But staying on this path is going to help you live the life that you deserve. It's going to help you with your aspirations, your dreams, your goals. Yes, a lot of intuition here. Yeah, so I see a lot of you leaving behind. So some of you could be in a family where the whole family is in a particular profession. There may be a family business or something. But I see you guys walking away from that. A lot of you all are walking away from traditional ways of making money and kind of forging your own path here with the Six of Wands, Eight of Cups. And then the Two of Vessels and the Queen of Cups, relying on your intuition, relying on your spiritual team, your spirit guides, ancestors, if you believe in that, relying on the universe to lead and guide you, knowing and understanding that you always have support as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And then you've got the Ten of Coins over the Five of Vessels here. So once you kind of cut off the dead weight here, in the Five of Vessels here, because that's what that's all about. Getting rid of the things that you don't need anymore. You see the head is still alive. It's golden. And so getting rid of all these things that you don't need is really going to help you manifest this money. So like I said, this person over here that's acting a fool, drop them. Get rid of them. I mean, you may love them to death, but they clearly don't love you if they're making you feel like this, okay? This also talks about self-acceptance, understanding that, we're always working on ourselves. We're always learning. We're always growing, right? And trusting, like I said, trusting that the universe is going to make sure you're taken care of. All of this is going to help you manifest this generational wealth here that's in the 10 of coins. And I just think it's interesting that you have the Knight of Coins right underneath the 10 of coins. So it may be a little slow going at first, but you are on the right path. This is what you're meant to be doing. You've had a decent amount of coins cards here. This is definitely what you're meant to be doing. You also had a lot of vessels cards, a lot of cups. So yeah, this is, you're essentially getting the go-ahead from the universe. Do what makes you happy. It will make you money. And it'll help generations after you to do better. Those of you, some of you may have been born into poverty, so kind of breaking that generational curse. Okay. Nine of coins. Yes. Okay, got two kings here. All right, so Nine of coins, King of swords, the Magician, Seven of wands, King of wands, 10 of wands. All these wands here in a row. So yeah, new profession here. A lot of hard work, but it definitely paying off. Okay. So like I said before, some of you may indeed have a target on your back. The Seven of Wands talks about defending your beliefs, defending your spot, essentially. When you're at the top, there's always going to be people that come for you, right? So defending yourself, knowing that you can do this. Stand firm in your beliefs, stand firm in your gifts, essentially, and this is going to help you manifest this money in the Nine of coins, okay? Because this talks about luxury, wealth. You've got the 10 of coins, the 9 of coins, 8 of coins. This is a lot of money here, so don't miss out on that because of some asshole telling you that you can't do it. No, they're just trying to knock you off of a pedestal, so to speak. It's okay to think highly of yourself, right? It's okay to know that you're good at something. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, and then you've got the King of Swords over the King of Wands. So, strategizing, making a plan, and sticking to it. Also, make sure that you are networking. Yeah, there's a lot of networking here, but also the King of Swords is big on education and big on expansion, big on conquest. He's always moving forward, always looking towards the future. And I don't think there's a coincidence that the King of Swords is right underneath the Chariot here. So moving forward, knowing that you can manifest the life that you want. You just have to keep going. Don't let these people discourage you, okay? Because like I said, you've got a target on your back. And then, you've got the King of Wands right underneath that. And, he's not going to let anybody test him. You can step to him if you want to, but you'll probably get your feelings hurt. Amongst other things, the King of Wands, he can be kind of physically aggressive. He'll fight you if you test him. And King of Swords the same way. He's literally got a sword in his hand. He'll do whatever it takes to get where he needs to go and get what he wants here. Okay? The King of Swords gives real Odin vibes. Okay? So handling your business. Knowing that you can do whatever you need to do in order to succeed. All right? And not letting anybody tell you that you can't. Like I said before, stand firm. Know that you can do it. If somebody tries to, run up on you, like in the Seven of Wands here, you go ahead and check them, okay? Because the King of Wands and the King of Swords, they're not going to play around with you. They'll go off on you in a heartbeat. And then, the King of Swords says, if you go off on somebody, make sure you're smart about it. The King of Wands can also be kind of hot-headed. So yeah, if you need to go off on somebody, if you need to check them, make sure that you're smart about it. All right, and then you've got the Magician here and the 10 of Wands. So, like I said before, manifesting all of this money, because there is a lot of money on the table here. Manifesting all of this money may take a little longer than you'd like it to, frankly, but it's well worth it. It'll all be worth it in the long run. Like I said with the Knight of Coins, it takes a while, but it's long-term wealth, and it's not there's not a sense of feast or famine here, because I get the sense that that's what a lot of you have been through. You either have a lot, there's a lot of abundance, or there's a lot of scarcity. It's from one extreme to the other all the time. But with the Knight of Coins, and with these kings here, 10 of Coins, 9 of Coins, this is something that's going to be a lot more stable, a lot more long term. You just have to keep going, okay? You're manifesting it. Just because it's harder than you thought, just because it's taking a little bit longer than you thought, doesn't mean it's not coming, okay? You literally have all the tools that you need to succeed. You just have to keep going. It may be a little rough at times. Your social life may suffer at times, but it is well worth it. Some of you all are going to end up being millionaires, because this is a lot of money. You got 10 of Coins, 9 of Coins. There's just a lot going on here. All right. Also, some of you could be like receiving some notoriety. Like, some of you all may end up being famous. So keep all of this in mind when you're getting tired, and you're tired of people coming for you because they have a problem. And that's another thing. Their problems are just that, theirs. Don't worry about them. Don't let them make their problems your problem. Just keep going, like in the Chariot. Focus on you. Focus on what it is that you're supposed to be doing, like in the Knight of Vessels. He knows his job. He knows what he's supposed to do. That's what he's going to do no matter what. No matter what obstacles are in his path. So please just take that to heart. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep working. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Okay, so those are the messages I have for you today. I hope that this was helpful, and I will see you next time.